idea, and consistently he's tried to keep Professor Mills' legacy. We share to be and Tokwan, Tiasien, and as if all because Professor Mills has sent the offend the agro. Koku Marching.
Good morning, Nana Jantua.
But John, who are you?
Today I'm part of one also.
Who you pa? Menim say a Drew Sabria for me, a bassy, I wanna obey me trim more because meaning bear now bay papa and 13 years in me. Ghana for that so kind, but when I now obey no. Now what to say?
Well, thank you very much. I'm in jail. It's for Ghana. We have your family now. And we thank God for another day. Well, yeah, 13 years. As a Nhyira in this year, but it's 13 long years. 24th July 2012. Around this time, I was in the office. But I hadn't seen the president in the morning. Now I'm quite normal morning briefing. But I'm catching me say, Oba officer. So this was trying to do the morning briefing in the residence before we go to the office. And then I was told, so the doctors, the nurse for be around it. With them and call later. Fast forward, and I heard a bang on my office door. And the man was speaking in Ghana. I can't wait. Yeah, the papa no ko. Yeah, the papa no ko. Mbakalete. I'm here. The ko. Mbakalete 37. So I rushed to 37. As we say, the rest is history. So, me who the lifeless body, Mununa, Edaho, 37 military hospital intensive care unit. Inti Nana Jantua, the stories in the past, Semen na medene to me car boot, na medene call 37, medene call children's ward, maternity ward. It's not true. He went to 37 in an ambulance to the intensive care unit of the hospital. Unfortunately, he left us. May his soul continue to rest in peace. So we are remembering him, 13 years. And it's interesting. Interesting 13 years. Colorful ups, downs, tears, joy.
Me who anima, I am who say when it comes to Atta Mills, I'm a bit stressed and drained sometimes because of what is it about him as I want to know.
Yeah, Nana. Mekai. One early morning. It was a Monday morning. And this was in 2025. I got a call. Of course, I knew President Mills when he was vice president. Sorry, when he was a lecturer on campus, Nicole, University of Ghana in 1990. Now a lecturer, and we had some relationship together. Not that tight, mom. And Obeye vice president. Then in 2001, President Kufuor and all the things that were happening at the time. Hey, NDC, anyway, so we set up a group we are from the Youth Forum. We supported candidate Mills throughout the period. But Sana Pana of far phone in 2020, 2005, yeah. I was then working at the Metropolitan and Allied Bank, which was the first private commercial bank, Ghanaian-Malaysian collaboration, as the executive assistant to the CEO. Anyway, but I'm NDC. From the revolution days, PNDC, AFRC. So my natural inclination is to the left. But Sanapa, President Mills, Freme, then candidate Mills, Koku, I've been observing you, I've been seeing you. I want you to work for me. I know you have something that you can bring. I lost 2,000. If you come in as my head of communication spokesperson, the way you write, the way you speak, you can help me to become president of Ghana. Minia, Sanopano, Mampopumiti, Man can't tell me here, Namene Mire Neteo, and I call me by. All my wife heard me say was, Sir, I will resign and work for you. Bizam said, who are you talking to? So I told her and everything. So it was a personal covenant with Professor Mills at the time. Ofreo, it was a calling. Come, can you work for me? I believe in you. I trust in you. And Anajantua, I also trusted in him. I believed in him. And when Dimi Shambo, into a tough him, you see, you know, so he passed on the 24th of July, 2012. You see, you know, 10th August, 2012. There was an agreement. I was a member of the funeral planning committee. Sir, at the first anniversary of his passing on, I bear 24th July 2013. Sebe, it's me a monument in Eddie Kaino. And I can't talk. It never happened. So if in pursuing that, opportunity came in 2020, and I had the chance to meet President Akufo-Addo. So I said, Your Excellency, your friend, you were in Legon with him, you played football with him, you were in Legon Hall with him, Koku Anyidoho, decades down the line, also in Legon. I'm a Legon Hall boy. In the spirit of Legon Hall fraternity, in the spirit of Ghana, and in the spirit of Akonya, President Mel Tenasu, and also Tenasu, Ibiemo, and Paucho. Which may say here some gay park. And I don't know. The body say. And President Akufo-Addo agreed. He did it. He gave out the contract. Sorry, not he gave out. He made the Coastal Development Authority, CODA. Master time Jerry Ahmed Shaib and the CEO. And the thing was given to them to build in the name of the Republic of Ghana, not in the name of Koku Anyidoho. Then the president in 2022 came up, Tosum Gray Park himself. He came with the vice president, Dr. Baumea, the presiding bishop of the Methodist Church at the time, Reverend Dr. Kwabna Paul Boafo. Ononobeye, consecration dedication. A national asset. It doesn't belong to me. And if because of that, some people say, oh, Koku Anyidoho is a traitor, is a traitor, is a traitor. I'm not a traitor. I believe in God. I believe in country. And I respect President Mills for the opportunity he gave me. to serve God and to serve this country.
Again, ona woman who no ma babeti. If you mean say be a Gen Z for ne de motia ne bia na Kufuado, Dr. Baumia, John Mahama, ebiam na but ye kui again na Ghana near one metono. Opese ohufa John Mahama ho say the be a betimi asua ade bebre afrim.
John Mahama na say John Atta.
Sorry, John Evans Atta, sorry.
You know, all my working life with President Mills, now a product of Kwame Nkrumah Ideological Institute. One more time, no, that was what was in vogue. And on a Warsaw. So quite a number of his generation almost started with Kwame Nkrumah Ideological Institute. They were Winneba and Sanamaba University. President Mills just loved the vision of Kwame Nkrumah. The vision of Kwame Nkrumah. The vision of Kwame Nkrumah. And today, I'm happy to say, under President Mills, and now call Addis Ababa, African Union headquarters. Of course, Kwame Nkrumah was instrumental in setting up the OAU, the Organization of African Unity. It was his baby. Today it is African Union, and the headquarters is in Addis. But then they would draw the foyer headquarters naming. You will see the bust of Kwame Nkrumah. And it was President Mills in 2010, 2011. And of course, Amveli, Sabas no Ewo Addis Ababa. It was crafted by Ghanaians, and then he invited President Rawlings, who was alive at the time, and invited Professor Francis Nkrumah, the first son of Dr. Nkrumah. Samuel Nkrumah was also there. It was a Ghanaian event. And Sadano speech now, and he delivered. Then the African Union adopted 21st September as a special event day on the AU calendar, because alone a year Kwame Nkrumah now da it's in a bay and on also by year 21st September say Founders Day. Of course, politically President Kufuado by some amendments were made, but it doesn't stop Nkrumah from being who he is. So I remember President Mills very much. Mikaino, Semikaina. It was Sa Odo Tima Edema Omaino. Anytime I Obeko public function, his first instructions to security for me say, please, let's make sure you look for the route with the least traffic. I don't want to inconvenience Ghanaians. He just had a heart for this nation, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity, God gave me the opportunity to work with him and to serve this country. I learned a lot from him, and that's why I continue to be loyal to his legacy. Yes, I'm some funu, and I say me some shamai. But Papa ne Juma, and me chere me. Look, Nana Jantwa, through him, about 1992 to now, I have fought Republican dispensation. Through President Mills, I had a personal relationship with President Rawlings. Today, I have a personal relationship with President Kufuor. President Mills, man, said, no, I'm Papa. I had a personal relationship with President Mahama in his first term. John Mahama is in a comfortable lead. When the guy, someone Koku Anyidoho. Man say John Evans Atta is in a comfortable lead. You see, President John Mahama is in a comfortable lead. Actually, na President Mahama Nankasa ne Asedun Ketiano Omko conceded defeat. And we moved on. And then Nana Dobe a president. And I had a personal relationship with President Akufo-Addo, which allowed me to see him and beg him to build Asumdui Park. Today, President Mahama is back. In all humility, said, Nipa Bakunti, naming all the 5 presidents of the 4th Republican dispensation. In the Inkitahudi Sunkoa, Anapavia, in Soria, I'll go on my knees, raise my hands, and sing my kindergarten song. Count your blessings, name them one by one, one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. So I'm grateful to him, and I'm grateful to the country.
Koku Anyidoho, Nhyira.
My brother. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right.